Get ready for the action because Juventus Ultras fans are exploding outside the Allianz Stadium after a crushing 2-0 defeat to Fiorentina. The passionate supporters are not backing down, chanting loudly and demanding accountability from the team and the club management following that devastating loss. And we dive right into what this means for the season ahead. But the drama doesn't stop there. These crucial matches and the fight for Champions League qualification. Finally, we look at the fallout as Spalletti clashes with reporters over the intense media focus, insisting that the pressure is being misapplied and stressing that the team still has a shot in the Europa League, but the stakes for the final game against Torino are incredibly high. Stay with us for the full analysis. Juventus Ultras fans staged a significant protest following their 2-0 defeat to Fiorentina on Sunday, escalating their frustration outside the Allianz Stadium. The loss proved detrimental, as it dropped the team outside the Champions League qualification zone with only one game remaining in the season. The atmosphere at the end of the match was tense, with spectators booing the team and demanding greater character from the players. Following the game, a group of passionate ultras gathered outside the stadium to voice their discontent, chanting slogans against both the team and the club's management. The protests included chants such as "Respect our colors" and "We are Juventus," reflecting the disappointment over the result, which places the club closer to potential participation in the Europa League next season. Looking ahead, Juventus faces a crucial challenge. They must secure a victory against city rivals Torino in their final home game to maintain any realistic hope of qualifying for the Champions League. However, the team also requires favorable results from matches against Como, Milan, and Roma to improve their standing. Fiorentina will be without key player Keane for their upcoming trip to Juventus. The absence of the player is a notable development for the club as they prepare for the fixture. Juventus manager Massimiliano Allegri has offered insights into the true circumstances surrounding the recent disappointing defeat, suggesting there is a significant disconnect between the on-field performance and the underlying reality of the situation. In a statement released on May 17, 2026, reported by Football Italia, Locatelli provided a candid look behind the scenes of the ugly loss, aiming to shed light on the factors contributing to the team's struggles. The comments suggest that the public perception of the defeat may not fully reflect the complex internal dynamics or external pressures facing the squad. Further details regarding the specific elements Locatelli highlighted to explain the outcome are expected to emerge as the situation continues to unfold. Juventus head coach Luciano Spalletti is grappling with intense pressure following the team's 2-0 defeat to Fiorentina, which puts them on the brink of missing out on Champions League football. Following a disappointing performance, where the team struggled to find the net despite numerous chances, Spalletti expressed significant self-doubt regarding his preparation and the mental fortitude of his players. In a post-match interview with Sky Sport Italia, Spalletti reacted strongly to the reporter's description of the game as life or death, suggesting such extreme framing puts players and fans in a restrictive mindset. He admitted he needed to analyze his own role, questioning whether he had adequately prepared his players mentally before the match, emphasizing that the mind is paramount. Spalletti also acknowledged that the team played poorly, citing issues with initial loose balls and a failure to establish atmosphere in the stadium. He stressed the need for players to maintain the requisite character for high-stakes challenges. The tension escalated during a subsequent discussion with the DAZN reporter, where Spalletti fiercely contested the life-or-death narrative, arguing that the importance of the match is being exaggerated. He contended that focusing excessively on match results creates undue pressure, stating that players and coaches must begin to respond to this pervasive sense of impending failure. The debate intensified when the reporter suggested missing out on the Champions League would constitute a failure. Spalletti countered this, noting that Juventus would still participate in the Europa League, and warned that assigning such severe weight to single-match results risks turning people into failures. He concluded by urging within the sport that professionals must change their reaction to this intense pressure, emphasizing that one match should not define everything.